women on the show. Here he is talking with his girlfriend.
Angie has like a bunch of signs that says no hoes and shit like that. She put in my room, like on the like trying to be funny.
I'm
She
not
she
trying
got
to
she
be
got a
funny. I'm
drawer.
just trying
Y'all want
to.
to hear something funny? Angie has a drawer of shirts that says shirts for the hoes. Like why?
So
Why?
they know their place.
What the fuck,
No,
man? Why you gotta do that though? Shirts for
because
the
they're messy.
hoes,
They're stealing my shit. They just leave lashes, disgusting lashes,
bruh,
piercings, all that stuff in your bathroom. It's like I'm tired of that shit, man. They're
bruh.
just so disgusting. No, they know. They
And
need
then
to know the
my closet,
place.
and then my closet has a line that says no hoes beyond this line.
I saw that.
It's fucking funny.
You like it?
It's fucking funny, but yeah. Anton, thanks for having me on, bro. I had to come in and show love because you showed me love, and I don't forget those that show support, man. So I figured I'd come in here real quick. So what I'm about to say does not represent any of the members of the panel, so I'm just going to be very honest and blunt about what I'm about to say because it might be offensive. The reality is most women are retarded, okay? And the reality about this that guys need to understand when I say that most women are retarded is that the software is always the same. The hardware is what's different, whether the skin color, the cultural background, whatever. The hardware is always the same. Sorry, the software is always the same. The hardware might be different. So the only real difference, right, sometimes is cultural situations, background, the way they grew up, etc., will maybe dictate their mannerisms, the way they behave, and what they're trying to do. But at the end of the day, all women are trying to do the same thing, which is do what? Get the best man that they can get based on their education level, socioeconomic level, where they stand socioeconomically. And that's just kind of how it goes. Now, different races and different cultures obviously go about it in different ways, right? We can look at a lot of black women. They're attracted to the thug type. They're attracted to men that exude masculine characteristics, though they might.
Oh, well, does he sound like a conservative man? Because again, I'm still going back to the topic. Why would Anton, who does black conservative content, have someone like this on? We already reviewed he's not a black content creator. He's attacks black people.
The other consideration I would want to make is maybe he has conservative
It
values
made
like
your
him.
voice into
Come
a
on, what's your
chipmunk,
thoughts?
Nora. It made your voice into a chipmunk. Enzo, what did you think about what Myron said about women?
Like I said before, I think how he speaks on women is absolutely disgusting. Same thing with like Andrew Tate or any of those type of red pill guys. I mean, there's some merit to the red pill movement at the end of the day, but when you go to the extreme of just attacking women, just shows how weak you are as a man at the end of the day. That's really all I got to say about Anton. I think he just needs to shut his mouth, and we shouldn't be platforming people like them. Like, there's perfectly fine with platforming opposition at the end of the day, which I do all the time when I do my debates. I specifically speak to Democrats, liberals, people on the other side. But when you're going to straight up just spew hate speech or anything like that, there's no productive conversation like that at all to be had.
Kamal, what's your thoughts?
It sounded like he was plugging them though. He sounded like he was like, "Oh, you showed me love, Antoine Daniel, so I'm gonna come on here to show some love." So it sounded like he did,
Yeah, they're
Donald
homies.
Trump doing with his people. You feel me?
Yeah, they're homies.
Yeah, they plugging. So
Hmm.
that's how I see him on the show. Even though like Myron Gaines might not be a conservative and stuff like that, I think they trying to just show the love for each other and stuff. But Antoine Daniels ain't about to get no love from Myron Gaines because Myron Gaines like male white booty cheeks. So like at the end of the day, Myron Gaines he ain't gonna get deplatformed. Now he getting demonetized, hit his pocketbooks, but he's always gonna have a platform to go on. You feel me? And like being said, sometimes you want the opposing viewpoint to either show them how stupid they is, you feel me, or to get more knowledge. I ain't mad at it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep saying to Myron Gaines, any platform that I have talk about Myron Gaines, nigga, Sudan in the Civil War, bruh. You had hella money, bro. Why you ain't help him out? Send a care package, do some Sally Strutters or something. Send something, bro. God damn. God damn. He ain't saying nothing. I ain't heard none of the Sudan people say, thank you, Myron Gaines. Ah, no, none of that shit. None of it. Man, I'm done.
you know what my thing is though, Kamal. And first of all, shout out to you for the name Kamal. My favorite cousin name was Kamal. I have it tattooed right here on my arm. He
Okay.
passed away in '92. Rest in peace, cuzzo.
R.I.P.
But the thing is this: a lot of times people say stuff, and they say it in a very provocative way on purpose, right? Especially when we're dealing with content creators. I mean, they're trying to get numbers. They're trying to go viral, right? They want their clips to be clipped up and taken to a certain space. I can say for myself, I don't do that. Everybody who knows me know I'm mad all the time. I'm like the Hulk and the Avengers. I'm just, I'm always angry. So it really don't take much for me, right? But the thing is, you have to say when you peel it apart, right? When you take out the rhetoric and the provocativeness, and then you have to ask yourself, well, is it true? Right? As much as I see now, because I used to argue with the debate with females about this, but I can see now that the Red Pill podcast and space is doing damage to relationships more than it's helping. I will admit that. But the problem is this: if I have a loving, caring, nurturing mother, loving, caring, nurturing sisters and aunties and grandmothers and cousins and the girlfriends that I date, and I have all these wonderful relationships with them, it wouldn't matter how much red pill content I watched. They wouldn't turn me into a rager because that wouldn't be my experience. I would be one of those guys saying, I don't know what y'all talking about because I don't see that. So if all of these guys are clamoring to red pill content and turning into these ragers, it's because it's resonating with them based on their experiences. And I think it's time for women to stop gaslighting and act like every single thing that we say about them is just some hate-filled rhetoric, and start taking accountability for how you really treat your sons, your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, your baby daddies, your husbands, and your fathers.
Okay, can I respond as the woman, beans or guys? So the thing is this: I am for holding women accountable, and I'm good friends with Kelly, and you know Kelly Beans, and we both have said, man, we see why these red pills guys say these women are retarded, because some of them are. I'm not gonna hold you. I agree with you, but my problem is with the red pill is y'all are not holding men accountable. It's 50-50 here. Yes, women have changed from 50 years ago. I will admit that. Women are not as great of mothers and wives as they used to be. I will agree with that. But why? Men have changed. Men, it's acceptable not to get married with men, according to the red pill. It's acceptable to have multiple women, according to the red pill. So that is half the problem too. I'm all for holding women accountable, but y'all also have to hold men accountable too.
So the question would be why, right? Why does the red pill space have to hold men accountable? Why
because they
can't
focus on women?
Right. Why can't that be what they do? Why is it that there's, I think the last time I checked, there's one male advocacy shelter in America. One.
Wow. That's sad.
Right?
But okay, I get what you're saying.
But do you
Red pill
understand the point?
advocates for men, but to advocate for men, you don't have to tear down women in the process. You don't have to condone abusive behavior, because you said it yourself. It's toxic. So you're condoning toxic behavior. You're telling them, "Oh, you're a high value man."
I don't have to condone it. What I have to accept is that we're dealing with human beings, right? So this the same way how I didn't just get upset with 3 years ago. I would have, when you just gaslit us and said the reason why women are different is because men are different, right? When those of us who have studied this and followed the trends know that that's not true, right?
And that's why I'm against them attacking black people as well, because America has changed. It's not just black people. The whole country has changed. It's not just black. It's American culture that has changed.
Absolutely. But see, this is what I'm saying. Don't deflect, right? Men are not responsible for women changing. They changed because the times were changing. They fought for the changes that they got. And those changes came with changes in their behavior and their mindsets based on their own choices, right?
Okay,
and can I finish?
Are you? Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is just don't blame us for y'all, right? Don't do that. But what I am saying is the same way how there's only one male's advocacy shelter in the whole country for men. If I right now went and opened up another male advocacy shelter and somebody came to me and said, why you ain't sheltering women too? What do you mean? Well, I'm not sheltering women too.
That you're conflicting the two. It's just like saying you're a black man. Would you talk about white issues? Are you gonna talk on white issues? Or are you gonna are you gonna talk on black issues? Who are you accountable for black people or white people? Like that's the same thing. Like you can't talk on women and not hold your own
absolutely
accountable. That's my point.
Is my point though. If there's no space, there's absolutely no space for holding women accountable. And then a space is created for holding women accountable. You cannot force that space to then talk about everything else. You can't.
But all they focus on is women. I can go on a red pill show and the whole fucking time it's why don't women do this? Why don't women do that? When is it? Let's men step your game up. Men get a career. Most of the time, 80% of the red pill shows they focus on women, and it's pathetic. I'm sorry.
Right, but you're not. You see how you're not answering. This is why
I just answered you. I said you should hold your own sex accountable. You should hold your own sex accountable.
There was no space holding women accountable, and then they created a space to hold women accountable.
Women have been accountable. Whenever women were forced, they got the scarlet letter. Women have been accountable for generations. The Bible talks about women being accountable. The women have been accountable. Men are no longer being held accountable. That's the problem. What? If you had a baby out of wedlock with a woman, the father would have held the man accountable before in the 50s and 60s. Now it's like it's the norm now.
Right. And who made that choice?
You saying all men?
Society did. Society did. I don't think it's fair to just say it's women. It's men too. There needs to be accountability for men.
All men? Are you speaking of all men? Of all backgrounds, all groups?
Yeah, all because the red pill talks to all men of all backgrounds.
You're not listening to yourself. This is what you're saying.
I am listening to myself.
Men changed because men changed, but
I said both. I said both changed. I said both. I said both. To be clear, both changed. Society has changed. Americans have changed.
Wind the tape right now and show where you literally said, yes, women have changed, but that's because men changed.
Both have changed. That's my point. Both have changed. Both have changed.
Nora, I think that and I'm gonna be quick on this part for you, Beans. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's interconnect. I think that women and men are interconnected. I think that men do change based on the, I would say general population of the women and their range and vice versa. To some degree. I'm not saying 100%, but yes, I do think that there is a factor that the maturity or maturation of men and the maturation of women do impact each other, especially in said, area and stuff. Like, example, think about the average women, being in New York, right? And then go to Georgia and you will see a change of how you actually maneuver and how you, interact. It's definitely some level of connection or interconnection between men and women in the general population and so forth. So, I mean,
yeah. And like this comment right here, Nora keeps proving a red pill point that men need to just take women's rights back so we can help. Shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something about women now. We got degrees, we own houses, we doing a lot of things in life, okay? And if that's a problem, I don't know what to tell you. We had to step our game up. We had to become the men of the households, unfortunately. Why? Because men walk away from families. Why? Because men ain't making the money they used to make. I'm sorry, it's true. And if you don't like it, too bad. And that's the problem with the red pill movement. And this is my point.
Well, I can tell you how you can solve that.
That's crazy.
I can tell you can solve that though. This dude want to go back to clubbing people in the back of the head and throwing them over your shoulder and just carrying them home.
Hey, he's the host of the Man Cave.
That's fine. You say what you got to say, man. That's true. You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not broke, sweetheart. I make six figures. Y'all are the brokers and about to be garnished for those degrees. So, I mean, I'm not working 50, 60 hours a week with multiple jobs. I work one job making six figures. Not many men can say that, unfortunately.
I mean, shoot, if you look behind, well,
you know what, God, I don't even believe in God. But I swear God is so good. I don't even have to make the argument because Nora is making it for me. God, thank you, Nora, for showing your behavior right now. I don't even have to
My
say
associates make money too, Vulgar. I mean, I don't know. I don't
thing.
associate with trash women, so I don't know. I can't relate.
Thank you.
Yo,
I got a question for the panel though. Like,
hold on. Let me just can y'all hear me?
Okay, get your thought out. Yeah.
I just wanted to I wanted to say this. I wanted to give y'all a solution and what y'all think about it though, right? If we eliminate child support, eliminate child support and give men automatic custody of the child. If you have a child, you know what I'm saying, neither party will get child support and the men automatically get custody. And I guarantee you will have responsible births and it will be less all of this nonsense y'all be talking about, men leaving their children or all that nonsense. Like men won't, it'll be more decisive. I think that there's too much luxury of, you having this plan B, no pun intended. And then of course, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there, man. But that's what I'm saying. Give her the child support, regardless, and give men automatic custody of the child.
Come on, this is why earlier when I was asked the question about whether or not I think black people are conservative, that's why I was saying in what way, right? We're about 25 million baby deletions in. Does that sound very conservative? Right? 25 million baby deletions over the last almost 60 years, right? I don't think that's very conservative. Right. What I'm saying is, so when I'm not even addressing you right now, though, I'm not even addressing you. I'm addressing Nora. So what I'm saying is, when she say that the women have been held accountable, it's just super funny to me because it's like, no man has been able to tell y'all what to do. Nobody ain't been able to tell y'all nothing. You just said out of your own mouth. Y'all been doing what y'all want to do. Get to your degrees, get to your career, have your kids, delete the kids if you want to, whatever you want to do. Party, many bodies as you want, whatever you want to do. Men have not been able to live like that. What do you like? You see what I'm saying? A woman does not have to do
I just played you a clip of Homeboy talking about having multiple women with his girlfriend sitting there.
I understand. That he's a representation of the average man. That's what you're saying, Nora? He's a representation of the average man, right?
He represents the red pill. He's one of the biggest red pill guys out there. So big, he made it to TMZ. He's on some list for Drake.
But you're very intelligent, so I know you understood the question. Is he a representation of the average man? Yes or no?
He's the representation of the red pill.
Right. Because I'm not asking you about red pill. I'm asking you about average men.
I mean, I don't know. Do you think he's a representation of the average man? I'm not a man.
Absolutely not. The average man can't sit on a panel with a girl who knows her man is sleeping with other women. The average man don't get away with that from no standpoint. Looks, money, penis size, height, none of that. The average dude is not getting away with that. So what I'm saying is, me and you, we're gonna agree probably more times than not on the impact of red pill rhetoric, right? I agree with you. In my opinion, it's doing more harm than good. That being said, at the end of the day, right? What I'm saying is the idea that we can look at women and say, well, the reason why women are is because men are, is absolutely insulting to my intelligence, right? When I can look at Title IX, when I can look at the welfare system, when I can look at who's getting the most degrees, when I can look at who the government employs the most, when I can look at all the benefits that have been assigned to black women, not black men, all the changes, all the upgrading and leveling up that black women have done. And the reason why it seems like black women are moving so far past black men is because on an average, right? When you look at it, you say, oh man, they make almost as much money as you do. You at 51,000 on average, they at 48 on average. Yeah, we got some millionaires out here, but we talking about in our communities. What does it look like? To your point, when so many of those households are being led by women, right? So I'm saying it ain't us. Today in 2025, a woman is going to tell you a man needs to make as much money as I make or more. Do you understand how retarded? And I'm using that word because Myron used it. Retarded of a statement that is. That makes no sense. You fought for equality. You fought to be paid equally. You fought to be able to have the same jobs. So now why does your leveling up income-wise mean that the men have to level up too? There was no level up. Just because your pay increased because you were allowed to get certain jobs didn't mean that pay increased for everybody, because it didn't. You make 6 figures. How many people actually do that? 10% of the whole country?
But Beans, you don't make this argument, so don't take what I'm about to say towards you. This is towards the red pill movement. That's like victim mentality, right? Like the red pill talks about victim mentality a lot. And that your statement right there, not you, Beans, because I know you're fair. But all I'm saying is that's my point. You're conflating that, and you're saying, well, men didn't have these opportunities, men didn't have this. That's victim mentality according to the red pill standard.
So then you are acknowledging that red pill content creators do go after men and hold them accountable.
No, they don't. They you just said the victim mentality that things are not equal. Women this, women's liberation. Like you just said all that. You said
they do though. That's the point. Fresh and Fit, Angry Man, Anton Daniels, Donovan Savage. Donovan
they focus on women.
Kevin Samuels. All of these channels, they go after men all the time.
How much percentage? How much percentage of their show? How much percentage? Is it the same equals women or less?
Sickening that they do it.
Oh Kevin Samuels you're not getting my point.
5 years of his career going after men. He only spent 3 going after women.
Oh,
and then he was dead. Let's see if you acknowledge that. He spent the first 5 years going after men. This is what I'm saying. And it's stupid because anybody who understands this much about how money works knows that right now, I'll give it to you like this, Gray. In 1938, the average income was $1,738 a year. The average rent was $27 a month, which was 18% of your income. Today, when we're averaging $51,000, your average rent is 36% of your income. If men just leveled up right now and we got the average income to 100K, rent would be 56% of your income. Yeah, it ain't about making more money. Women are fucking retarded. I'm sorry about the F word. I'll send you $5. Women are retarded. You're asking for too much. It doesn't make any sense. The money shouldn't matter. You should care whether or not this dude is going to be a good father and a good husband and a spiritual overseer in your life. Is he going to make good decisions? Why does he have to make 6 figures now? Why does any of that matter? When you get with these men who make that kind of money and they telling you who they are, we're going to cheat on you. We're going to leave you for a younger woman as soon as you get to a certain age. But you still keep saying, nope, we want that money. We want that money. I'm saying when they make these statements about women, instead of just getting offended, women, content creators, break the statements down. Tell us which part. Right here, he was being provocative. Right here, he was just trying to insult us. But right here, ladies, we need to get our shit together. Because that's what I do on my platform. You say something stupid, I'm checking you. And I don't care who it's about. Men, women, kids, dogs. I hate everybody equally.
Okay, Beans, I definitely understand the math on what you're saying, that if the average income goes up, the rent is going to go up. I think that's the biggest issue in the country. As far as, rent or your mortgage being most of your income. Yeah. I think women get a bad rap. I understand why women go after money. They want security. They want protection. And that's kind of what society tells them to do, is to go after money. Because a woman can literally get married and change her whole life. That can't happen for a man. Most men can't go marry a woman and then the woman just go pay for everything and take care of everything.
Let me ask you something real quick, Greg. Let me ask you a question. Do you think everything that we thought and believed traditionally, we should hold to it?
No.
Okay. So, because there was a time when it was thought that it was okay for men to beat on their wives, right? But we changed that because we figured that's not a good way to treat women. Do you think maybe it's time for us to start training women to think that it's not a good thing to treat a man as your damn security? Like that, there's nothing about that makes us go, oh yeah, I can't wait to be your security girl. Maybe it's time we start telling her that men are worth more than that. You think so?
I think women are emotional and sensitive, so they need that security. They need that to know that you're gonna be there for them, to know you're gonna risk your life for them. Like they don't have the strength, and like that's what they're taught. They watch Disney movie Princess, where the prince does everything for the woman just for one chick. But you know
So you
that's
saying we gotta accept them the way that they are.
it all depends. I mean, like you can pretend. You can say, "Hey, girl,
I
this is
like that.
hey, I haven't sell this channel. I used to have the ones, and I had a 20 and 100 on the outside. I just accidentally pull it out, be like, oh, dang, I didn't even know I had that in my pocket, girl."
Right. That's actually a great answer. See, I like that. He said you could pretend. Hey, that's a great response. Yes, absolutely. Because I'd rather live in a world with women than without them. So even though I know they prostitutes, I still love them. I don't care. I find the ones I can afford, and then that's what it is.
Right. That's the best
See?
way.
I don't hate women. I think women.
And the men cry when you comment in day chat. Now, King, they ready to hit the streets at 17. Remember that, Gray? When I come Wednesday, remember that. But anyways, we're gonna start. Huh?
They do be.
I
Nora,
know, but
I reacted to a video
you
of
a
a
red
girl.
pill man, stand on it. You're gonna have to
I'm
take the
not no
heat.
red pill man. Listen, I don't do labels. That's me. I don't do labels. But Nora,
I know you not.
Nora, I did a reaction on a girl. She was 20. She was an OF girl, right? She said she had her P-Hub page since she was 12. She had already picked out her stage name and everything, and she goes by to this day.
Yeah, but see, I can't relate nor Beans, because women attract other, like birds of a feather flock together. I don't hang out with women like this, and I know the signs to avoid women like this. And I'm not saying you guys are all wrong about the things you say about certain women, but all I'm saying is hold men accountable as well. I'm gonna be real. Most, huh?
Don't put me in
sorry,
that
man. No, Matt.
But there's spaces for that, though, Nora. You agree there are spaces for that, right?
Yeah, there's spaces, but what I'm saying is red pill, you said it yourself, Beans. Red pill is toxic. There are toxic elements of it. You said it basically condones when it condones being mad at fucked up behavior and just like perpetually sitting in it, which is what in so many words you said. Like they're used to fucked up women, and that's what they're surrounding themselves with, unfortunately, due to whatever circumstances, and they just keep going on and on and on, saying and perpetuating that this is all women, and that's what I don't like.
Well, what I'm saying is this: they do go at the men, and I think they shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they should. I don't think it really should be their place to go at the men. But I understand why they say that they do, because they're trying to teach men to live in reality. Right. So I get that. But the idea that men just need to make more money is not a feasible one. It's not going to change anything. It's only going to make things worse. But what I'm saying is this. And if you create a space specifically for something, I think it's okay to have that conversation and that conversation alone. I think that's okay. I don't go to spaces where women are congregating and talking about their essays or their R words and say, well, what about the men though? People would look at me like I was insane. Why are you over here in this space where we're talking about
comments like this? Do you think that there are men that are hoes? There are men that are hoes. There are men going against God. Most men don't know God, unfortunately. So how are you going to lead me if you don't even know the creator? So he made that comment. So comments like this is the red pill, Beans. Well, comments like this.
But see, this is what I'm saying. This is another thing where women want men to accept women for what they are, but they don't want to accept men for what they are. Me being a 304 has zero to do with my ability to lead. It has nothing to do with that, because I'm a man. As a man, what I'm saying is this: as a man, I could see, let's say I was a billionaire. I got 260 billion, right? And I see a woman with just the most amazing feet. I would take the time to lead that woman simply because she has amazing feet. I would give her the best advice. I would drop a few bands on her. I would connect her with whatever she needed to connect to be successful in whatever area she was trying to get to, simply because she has nice feet. And I could be a hoe, I could be this, I could be all that, but I could still provide that sort of leadership and counsel based on the fact that I would be able to approach her on my status. I'm a billionaire, so of course she's going to accept what I'm saying, right? A woman would never do that. She's not gonna look at a dude and say, "Oh, he has a nice chest, so let me go and provide for him the services that women provide." They tell us all the time, "I don't have to follow you. You're not my husband. I don't have to listen to you." But if you see somebody attacking me, risk your life for me. Okay, I know you don't know if he got a knife or a gun, but that's okay. Just take the chance that he might delete you while trying to delete me, even though if you tried to correct my behavior, I wouldn't allow it. It's just stupid at this point, Nora. At some point,
Yeah, this is the low IQ comments.
we have to get to the point where we're telling women, listen, you can't hold on to the past while still trying to get to the future. You got to get rid of your privileges too. You don't want men to have privileges, then you have to let go of yours. And then we can actually be equal, or else you don't really want to be equal. And if we're not equal, guess what that leads to? Inevitably, men in charge. No way around it. Because we have the force component.
Damn. Tracy Ellis Ross will be mad at you, bro.
I don't know why. I think she should get all the young ping she wants. She earned it. She gave us Blackish, bro. Come on, man. Like at the Blackish, all of us should be trying to make sure she's satisfied. That was the next best thing to the Cosby Show.
I agree. I love Blackish.
Right.
Hey, y'all tell them I'm available.
You say what, Greg?
I didn't hear you.
He said tell Tracy Ellis Ross he's available. Meanwhile,
he is younger.
You see, this is that behavior. This is the behavior.
And I'm
Tracy,
next after him.
you
What you saying?
You feel me?
I'm joking.
I'm next after him. I'm just saying. Listen, Nora, women, this is the thing about women. This is why I say all the time, women are psychopaths. They just beautiful. I love them. I'm not gonna ever stop
Okay, I can give you that one. I agree with you with that.
For real. Here's the thing. You want men to pedestalize you. You want them to adore you. You want them to see you as sexy. You want them to see you as the prize of the earth. But then when we do that, you can't stand it. I don't understand why you can't just have one woman. Have you seen women? Have you looked at one? Have you looked in the mirror? What do y'all want us to do? Women are amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Women are amazing, man. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing on this world earth better than a woman. Nothing.
You're okay with me, Beans. I actually like talking to you. We can end on a positive note.
Absolutely.
So, guys, it's been almost 2 hours, but the time has come to say our closing statements. I'm going to allow our guests to go first. Men's, it's your first time here. Let us know your closing thoughts. Thank you for coming. I got to check out your space. Let everyone know where they can find you as well.
Yeah, well, you can find me on Twitter, Love Black America. The @ name is there. I do have another profile that Mr. Doesn't Matters that I'm going to be utilizing for my my podcast. I have about 3 seasons that I'm going to upload. Other than that, thank you for having me, Nora. Definitely great conversation, and everybody else that I got to meet on here. Dope. And I look forward to having this have another dialogue with y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Men's. This was great. I got to bring you back. I got to go on your X Spaces too. So definitely, guys, go check him out. Kamal, let everybody know your closing thoughts and about your platform and where they can find you.
All right, shout out to everybody on the panel. Men's, I just followed you on Twitter, bruh. I like what you got going on, bruh. And Beans, whenever you say your stuff, I'm gonna follow you too, bruh. I know you two brothers was arguing and shit, but I like what both of y'all was saying. You feel me? Also, shout out to the new party, Nora, Gray. You feel me? Enzo in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Y'all doing y'all thing. You feel me? Closing thoughts. Myron Gaines needs to stop drinking camel piss and just say that he loved White Zaddy and stay out our foundational Black American business. If you want to find me, you can find me either on the Tube, Twitch, or Twitter. Kamal Johnson or Kamal the Shadow Band Man Johnson, as you can see right there. And yeah, I'm glad everybody on this panel don't fuck with Myron with his stank ass breath. I know his breath stank. I know it.
You know.
He got hyena nuts in his mouth. You feel me?
That's crazy.
All right, Beans, let everybody know where they can find you at and about your platform.
First of all, I blame Enzo For Kamal's behavior.
Lord.
Okay. Yeah, man. If you look up Beans Little Podcast on YouTube, all my stuff will come up. I did just rebrand. The name of the channel now is Little Podcast Nation Business. But yeah, if you look me up, it'll come up and you'll see me kicking ass and taking names in this debate forum. I just want to say to Andrew Wilson, Myron, and what's the other guy's name?
Who? All the red pill?
Yeah, the other red pill
Fresh
guy.
and fit.
No, that's Myron. I mean, the other guy don't want no trouble.
Fresh. Oh.
Yeah, I'm blanking on the other guy's name. But all of y'all in this red pill space, stop being scared to debate the smaller content creators. I know we're gonna kick your behinds, but that's okay. Like, you still gonna have your hundreds of thousands of subscribers and all of that, right? So it's all to the good. I want to say shout out to light skinned feet. I want to say shout out to dark skinned bodies. Shout out to natural hair. And I love women, even though y'all psychopaths.
Oh Lord.
For real, for real. Oh, also,
psychopaths.
almost forgot. Shout out to Nora and
Thank you, Beans.
Gray and Enzo on the new party side of the game. But also a special shout out to, what's my girl name? I'm blanking on her name.
Kelly?
The girl I just interviewed. What
Kelly?
is her name? Not Kelly, the other one, the crazy one. The one from California with the really proper speaking. She be like, my boy D.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm blanking on her name right now. I'm getting old. But shout out to her, man. That interview was dope. It was funny and it was dope. She did a whole rant on men and sex. I made a short out of it. Go to my channel and check it out. She's crazy.
Beans, why your show got taken down? You did over a couple days ago. I wanted to watch it. Are you gonna try to edit what they told you to remove?
Oh, because YouTube is racist against me. So, like, it was a clip in there that I reacted to that they said blocked it. It's back up now though. It's
okay, I gotta go watch it. I've been trying to watch your stuff.
30-second clip that I used, they blocked it, even though it was a reaction to somebody reacting to the clip. So you see what I'm saying? How do they get to react to it, but I don't? So it is what it
right.
Yeah,
wow.
Oh, my bad. I almost forgot one last thing. And shout out to Men's. I appreciate you, the back and forth. Like I said, I don't like echo chambers anyway. We had our back and forth. Ain't no hard feelings. If anybody doesn't understand that, then they're just not where we are intellectually, and I don't care. We're gonna have our back and forth. We're going to debate each other. Like, that's what we're gonna do. There's no hatred or any of that, man. So y'all gotta accept that, bro.
It's a New York thing, man. Mad respect. Thank you for that, man.
Absolutely. Salute to NY. They gave us hip hop. Can't never disrespect NY.
Facts. All right, Enzo, let everybody know where they can find
you.
All right, so yeah, everybody can find me on TikTok, Enzo Debates. Not canned on there, so we're back on that account. Overall, it was a good night. Mans, thank you for coming. Beans, thank you for coming. I don't know what you're blaming me for, but it is what it is. Blame me for something. Sound just like my ex-girlfriend, blaming me for everything. It's all right. All right. Yo, Myron Gaines just needs to just fade away. To be honest with you, I'm just sick and tired of hearing his voice. And this is why I said I don't even think he's black at all, because I can close my eyes and listen. He sounds like a straight white bitch. That's what I think about him. Everything going on with Pakistan and India, I hope it doesn't escalate. That's just my crazy thinking on it. And what else? Same thing with the Africa. Everything. I hope everything calms down over there. It's unfortunate situations that are going on there, and just people being unalive for stupid reasons at the end of the day. But that's really all I gotta say.
Hashtag blame Enzo.
Oh, hey, I wanted to say one more thing.
Blame Enzo.
I wanted to say one more thing. I remember Nori was telling me to remind the people, hey, y'all go to the new party. I'll put the link in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. That's the most important thing. Hit that notification bell on all the YouTube channels that y'all subscribing to. From the new party You know, Beans, your channel is the Little Podcast Nation Business, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just subbed you. Y'all make sure y'all hit that notification bell. That's the most important thing. You feel me? Notification bell.
Yeah.
Okay, Gray, what's your closing thoughts?
Thank you, the Beans, Men's, Kamal for coming. Beans and Kamal basically become like a regular guest. I also want to thank Men's. You know, we got to meet you for the first time. Been on Dana show a bunch of times. I know you and Nora met over there. Monday, Wednesday, we do the Man Cave. If y'all want to see some red pill people, we got some red pill people over there. Tuesday, Thursday is the new party. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. My final thoughts is, you know, Beans and Men's argument shows what a new party is all about. We can talk, we can argue, but we come together at the end of the day, and that's basically what the new party is trying to accomplish.
Oh man, the best for last, the woman. So let me say this. The red pill is also known as the bitch ass pill. Any of you guys that want to be red pill, you are a bitch ass. Let me tell you why. If you can't handle that women are making more money than you, too bad, step your game up. If you can't handle that women have more degrees than you, too bad, go back to school. All I have to say is black women are the most educated in this country. Yeah, they may have debt from college loans, but at least they took a risk. Any risk in life costs. And unfortunately, that's the cost of going and furthering yourself with the education. Everyone attacking everyone for having student loans and taking that risk. We are keeping the country strong because we are productive, we're working, we're educated. And lastly, I want to shout out to Beans, Men's, Kamal. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for holding it down as being FBAs in your community, and holding it down and educating and being open to women, because I didn't feel that hate from you. But any man that says that you are red pill, you are a bitch ass man, and that's where I'm going to end on. Have a nice night. God bless. And
introducing the new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.